And the yellow one and all. Ah, I actually have a movie which is in date. Amazing. The film we're going to talk about is Inbetweeners 2. And I had like, I don't know what kind of expectation I had. I was looking forward to this movie, and so I really enjoyed the first one. Strangely prolific for me. Yeah, let's get on to this movie. Basic movie, the story is, this is the thing about the story for me. It was less focused than the first one. I would say it was more wide, and so the story was still okay, but I felt between the characters, other than the Inbetweeners dudes, was not as developed. Okay, maybe there was one with Simon's story. No, not Simon. Sorry, Will's story. That was more focused and was a bit about Jay. So those two had a bit more focus, but there was still, some of them were kind of more like just silly little plot lines, and in a way that did work, because it was it's in between this two, so it's not a super serious movie. Having said that, it was a very fun plot. I'll give you that. It was very fun, and at least everyone had sort of something. There's something going on with each cast member. The one thing which annoyed me, and I guess you can't help it if the actors from the first movie don't want to act in it, you can't help them. Basically, some of in the first one, they all pretty much got a girlfriend or a partner, and in this one, pretty much all of them have no partner, except for Simon. He still has the one he got in the first movie. So there's a bit on that about how that's more comedy, and that goes in depth a little bit more. And they say a bit how like Jay has split from the one he got, but generally it doesn't seem that much mention of him, which is annoying because they spent a lot of time building it up in the first movie. But like I said, I still did enjoy the little plots and stuff in this movie, and they're still chasing girls and stuff, and I think in a way I kind of enjoyed it because there was lots of different little plot lines and stuff. But the main thing, you want to know, is it funny? Go into this expecting lots of crudeness, because hell, it felt more crude than the first movie. But not too crude. Like, it stepped back, it was on that line, it nearly went over, but they know how to do it well. It was genuinely funny, crude moments, so a little bit like, oh, but a bit of like, that's kind of funny, and there was actually still clever jokes. It wasn't all crude, which is what I like. There's a good mixture of a bit of traditional comedy of Inbetweeners and some like clever, and more, it's just the way the Inbetweeners, they react with each other's, which makes it really funny for me, especially like towards the last scene. That was really good. So because I was laughing out loud. People were laughing out loud in the cinema. So if a movie can do that, it's good. So if you don't like crude humour, you're not gonna like this as much, I don't think. If you don't like that style of humour, you're not gonna like it as much. Good soundtrack. I like the little soundtrack. Was the acting like the other the people who were new cast, or like some of the new people? It was okay. I mean, the one where the girl Will's after, she was quite good acting, actually. She was good. And it's just, I would say it's like serviceable, but it's still, it's like genuine good acting, but it's not like the level like Johnny Depp or whatever. So it's still good acting, but not great acting. Apart, like, you know, but the Inbetweeners, that's the main thing of the show, and they still act really well. So yeah, I would say this is worth watching if you, especially if you really like the first one. Apart, keep in mind you won't probably see the some of the ones who they built a relationship with. Because at the end of the day, they might not have wanted to act for the second one. But it's still worth watching, and genuinely a very funny movie. So that's my review, guys. Hope you enjoy it.